Greetings, my fellow warriors. Boy, Meckanimal, and today I'm going to address the topic of nattyverified, which is an idea that's brought up to us by KINOBODY, the top guy, aka the Bruce Wayne of the fitness industry. Anyway, his nattyverified challenge, or whatever you want to call it, is to set up a system of drug testing that all the major, if not every single fitness influencer, he wants all these influencers to take part to this carbon isotope test, which is, for all we know, the best thing out there that could trace the history of any substance abuse or steroid use of the person taking it. But the problem with it is, why do they have to take it? I mean, you may still not want to take it even when you know you are natural, because it's just your choice, right? I mean, that doesn't mean that you are not natural. You may just not want to take any test because you don't trust it, because it's your personal belief. So we should just start with that alone. I mean, anybody with common sense who is willing to do good and set himself apart will be willing to take it. But think about it. Why do you have to take it? You don't have to take it. There's no governing entity. It's not like a league or a sport or fitness influencer that forces you to do such thing. And that's another thing we should know that until there is a governing entity, I don't think this is a doable thing. It won't work. It's not at all. And the second thing is, I think on the second video, he mentioned that you have to take a bunch of full blood blood pattern tests in addition to the DEXA scan. He so loved the DEXA scan. KINOBODY, he loved the DEXA scan. And from what I know, there is a level of radiation that's being projected to you whenever you're taking the DEXA scan, which, as much as people make it seem very low, it's still radiation. And your thyroid gland out there is very sensitive and susceptible to absorbing anything that it gets radiated with. And we have enough environmental exposure to all the fields and cell phone signals and all this thing. We have enough of that already. We have to go through every day to be willing to just get a DEXA scan for the sake of proving anything that's really subjective, I believe. And that's coming from a real natural, like a lifetime natural, like literally natural. And the reason why I never really try so hard to prove anything is because at the end of the day, who really cares if you're natural or not? I do it for me. I'm thinking long-term fitness. Like I said, my dream will be to be that 90-year-old badass grandpa that can still sling some calisthenics moves, do some one-arm pull-ups, and yeah, because by then I'm likely to have the best body weight, strength to body weight ratio to crank those one-arm pull-up, provided God willing I stay away from morbid and crazy illnesses that no matter what you do can come and strike you. So who really cares whether you are a natural or a fake natural? The only problem that, of course, those of us who are natural see is that the fake naturals use what you call them, use some funky marketing strategies to lure the very gullible teenage and innocent teenage, if you want to call him that way, insecure teenage, to buy programs, blah blah blah, and to buy supplement and all this shit. And for what I know, Kino used to not believe in supplement. Now he sells supplement. So I mean, that's another topic, right? And I have nothing against KINOBODY. He's a cool dude, strong dude, and for what I know, he's among the good people. He's on the side that I believe all fitness all fitness people should be on. And yeah, so to DEXA Scan, for example, I'll be willing to get a full blood panel, but my take on on having to be irradiated by the DEXA Scan have changed over the past few months. I decided that I will not be taking any DEXA Scan tests anymore, just for the sake of knowing my body fat percentage. That is not really worth it. Like any radiation, as low as I can be, is still radiation. So why just take any chance just for me to figure out how much what's the percentage of my body fat? So I don't think I will be taking any DEXA Scan anytime soon, which is part of one of the requirement he said people will be having to go through. And it may not be me, because I mean, me proving that I'm natural would not really would not really change any scale in the fitness industry, because I'm not known. So me not taking part into it is not really a big deal. But somebody else who is famous and decide not to take the DEXA Scan can still be, can have the full right not to do so, because of the reason that I just mentioned. You don't really have to take get under radiation if you don't want to. So that's one side of it. And the other side is, even if everybody was to be willing to take it, is it going to prove really anything? Because for what we know, for decades, athletes have been finding ways to stay ahead of the testing game. So you will only be catching those who are really reckless, or those who are fools, those who don't really know what they're doing. For the smarts out there, they will always be ahead of the game. So I don't think that will be solving the issue. So here's my solution. Just leave the fake natty alone, and instead of focusing on the main reason why I think people are drawn to the fake natties is that because they know how to play the drama game, they know how to entertain. And being social creatures, and especially in the time we're living, people are mostly drawn to entertainment rather than real fitness. So if you were a channel that wants to do well and preach holistic stuff, you're not part of the game. Nobody want to hear your bullshit, and they'd rather be entertained by fake natties, usually, that will walk around like a rooster, kicking the chest around in the gym, looking in the mirror, flexing, stuff like that, and no substance at all, just show. And it's sad that that's what we've come to, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's just, life is simple for me. People gonna do what they want to do. All you can do is try to show them the way, and the smart or the lucky one will jump on just jump on the wave. The other, the not so lucky one will just stay and be part of the majority, the pack that just get led by the trend. And for those major channel out there who are led, who are what you call them, who are naturals, real naturals, and have a big voice, they should just keep doing what they do. And when they can, as much as possible, they should try to not promote, but put the light on the smaller channels like us, like me, and many other that I know that are in need to be known, because they've been doing that thing for quite some time, and for some reason, maybe lacking of marketing skills or not knowing how the algorithms work, whatever it is, have had no luck breaching through the stratosphere. I call it that way, yeah. So you just keep doing what you do right, and try to put the light on other natural channel. And for that, I think Alpha Destiny, we had an interview last time, a pretty good one, and you'll be amazed. Like, I've known plenty of people that could do the same thing Alpha Destiny did, but did not do it just because they don't want to. People are just, I guess, selfish, or get caught up in fame, or I don't know, whatever it is. That's the reason, and they don't really like to mingle with people that are lower than them in terms of exposure. As you can see, there are plenty of people out there, they only call out with people that have more, more subscribers or more audience than them, or equal audience. And I know all these people. Now, I don't want to make it anything personal, because I don't want to sound like I'm a grumpy and a hateful person. That's not the case. For me, it's just, it is what it is. But like like I was saying, people will just not collab or do anything, because they will ask you, why don't you do this and do that? The problem is people are not willing to do so, just because they don't feel like it's gonna provide anything, or maybe anything beneficial to their channel, or they feel like it's a threat for them, for the channel. Then, while knowing that no matter what you do, nobody is going to take away your audience. Your audience is just there because of you, and presenting somebody to them is not gonna take away the viewership from you to other people. So that was just like in parentheses to explain the importance of all the natural channel out there that are already lucky to have a big audience, to strive in addition to promoting their own content. And the moment they see some jewel out there, some really official natural that they feel doing the right thing, and that needs to be an additional voice to the community that can help the crowd to stick to the idea that you have to stay natural, and you should stay natural. There's everything to gain from being natural. For those people alone, I'll urge those natural big channel to do, to make an effort to do what I just suggest. I think that would be much more commendable than trying to go after all the fake natties, because you can't do anything against them. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. And what I'm seeing, what I'm picturing is 20 years down the road, we will see who did the right thing or who did the wrong thing. Not to say that I'm exempt from having any illness, God forbid, but I did at least the right thing. I did everything in my power not to get struck by any stupid shit that I can avoid that I could have avoided. So yeah, 20 years down the line, we will see who did the right thing. So just because of that, I can't even flinch. If you not natural, you feel like you want to go on a substance, that's you, man. That's your life. And I think it's because of the ego too. And we all have to fight with it. When you see somebody who is stronger than you, you tend to think, oh, he might not be natural because I train so hard, and there's no way he can be stronger than me and be natural. You have some freaks out there, but the problem is, at the same time, the likelihood of the person being taking stuff is high as well, especially if you know what it takes to get to a certain level of strength. So that's why you have to let go of the ego and just be like, hey, it is what it is. Good thing is, if you're not competing, you shouldn't even care even at all, because you're not competing. You just train for you. You will get better at your own pace and not worry much about any fake natural performance. That's what I think every single one of us mindset should be. Not worry much about fake natural, man. They're here to stay, especially with Instagram. It's full and crowded, and with all fake naturals, man. All right, guys. So KINOBODY, your concept is commendable, and I wish you luck in fulfilling it. But it's gonna be real tough because of what I just said in the past few minutes. Not so few, almost 20 minutes, I guess. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope everybody is training steady. Everything is and we always be the Meckanimal way. Salutes. Natural for life. Peace.